Hello, so good to see you again today. Psalm 101 verse 3 says this, I will set nothing wicked before my eyes. I hate the work of those who fall away. It shall not cling to me. Exhausted after a long day, I plopped in my chair and I found a recent sci-fi movie. Well, I love sci-fi, but then it quickly devolved into horror. I just shut it off and I chose something better. The plot of so many of these horror-style movies is predictable. A lot of time is spent in the first act establishing how normal and nice a typical family is and how they love each other, and then something weird and bad happens, and then they turn on each other and their happiness is destroyed. In the next act, there's either resolution and restoration, or there is resolution with all but maybe two of the family members killed in some terrible way, and those last traumatized two barely survive. Or maybe there's just a nihilistic destruction of all the characters without mercy or explanation. It is usually terrible and lazy writing, with only a few of the interesting details changed. I don't know, perhaps it's some sort of catharsis for the writer about their own family that started out nice, but then their parents split up maybe? So they must destroy their own fictional families that they create? That's fine, but the treatment of the characters seems almost sadistic. And that gets passed on to you and to everyone as entertainment, only spreading the misery. Much of this disappointment in life sprouts from a naive belief that life on this earth will be perfect. The Bible tells us the truth, that once life was perfect, but choosing sin broke our world. But the good news is that God in His love is in a persistent process of redeeming His creation. He will set things right in the end. Meantime, He has invited us to be part of that redemption and to tell others this good news. Another big disappointment reflected in our entertainment springs from another naive belief, the sinless innocence and holy perfection of human beings. It is a denial of the sin that's in all of us. In our heart, we know our brokenness, and it seeps out in our stories because deep down, we know that society's banal explanations of genetics, psychology, and sociological claptrap are insufficient. And that ghost of sin repeatedly reappears in popular culture. It won't ever go away. I think my tastes have changed because I just can't watch this stuff anymore. I don't understand the attraction of watching this horror unless such stories make you feel so very bad that your own life's problems maybe seem small in comparison, so you feel sort of better. That seems a pretty tortured path to feeling better. Why not acknowledge our human sin problem from the start and our need for a Savior and take that path to redemption? There are many good stories out there, but it takes an intentional search. With the huge backlog of programming available online, it means that increasingly we have a choice of what we feed our hearts and our souls. Make good choices. I thank you for joining today's devotional. If you felt inspired, subscribe for more daily reflections. You can hit that bell icon to stay updated. Share this with someone who needs some comfort. And until next time, peace and blessings. You all take care, and we'll see you in the next devotional.